Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Thinkmarkets analysis today on USDJPY. It's just smashed through the 150 yesterday, confirmed very strong breakout, and um, also it's sitting above the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement of the longer term 158.90, 139.78 leg, suggesting that a continuation could see prices move closer to the 155 handle with the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement at 154.83. So we are seeing one of the strongest moves we've seen all year in at least Forex. The dollar is finding some strength despite the government shutdown, while Japan's new prime minister is sending the yen into a free fall. Euro yen hit a record high overnight, an all-time record high, and also GBP JPY is moving higher as well. This yen weakness is probably not over. Okay, there is of course two forces, two fundamental drivers that we need to look into here. One is safe haven flows despite the shutdown in the US. The dollar is seeing strength. The index rose to 99, the highest in 6 weeks. And that happens as investors really looking for sort of a haven option, a shelter from global uncertainty. Yes, the Fed is indeed expected to cut, and we have the FOMC minutes to give us more directional clues tonight, and is expected to cut indeed, but there is a huge yield differential between the Fed and the BOJ, okay, between the US and Japan. So the carry trade is still alive. Now, Takaichi, also the new PM, Sanai Takaichi, she is a dovish policy sort of, um, she's a dove, so it has this completely changed expectations, which is a surprise for the market in terms of the yen, right? Because everybody was seeing the BOJ as hawkish. So this is like classic Abenomics 2.0. So yen is selling across the board. I'm looking at technically, the channel over here that we have identified a while ago, to be honest, and the fact that we are also in overbought territory, entering overbought actually. And if you see really what's happening with the yen, you're going to realize that it doesn't really go into overbought territory. It doesn't overextend into it. Okay, so 71.50. So we might see that moving a little bit higher. But I think essentially and eventually, what we might see if we do that moving higher, we're probably going to see something like this. This is how I see this playing out. Um, of course, for now, one of the biggest catalysts for further upside for us would be to manage to stay above the 61.8. Okay, especially since we have left behind the 150 support. Okay, so the current 4-hour chart has also extended to levels, of course, around the 80. And we started seeing the first signs of potential bearish pressure. This is profit taking, most probably, right? So I am looking at this as something like of a 5-wave leg to the upside. Okay, so personally, I would be looking for a consolidation here and one leg to the upside while we remain above the 61.8. Okay, so it is really important to pull our Fibonacci retracement level with the current peak, right? So this peak might change today. And look at, there is two scenarios. And one aggressive scenario would be to enter position at the support at 152.25, the swing close support, ahead of the FOMC. and wait to see where that goes. But you would have to have a wide stop. Not what I would do. I would be looking to enter a long position somewhere close to the 23.6 Fibonacci. I would even go as far to say perhaps the 61.8, because I think, given how liquid, of course, Forex is, USDJPY as well, we might see a retest of that 61.8. This is exactly what is going to flip the resistance to support in a officially technical manner, if that makes sense. So I would be looking to place support just below, in between the 38 and 23, let's say, and I will be looking for the target to be up to around the 154.80. Okay, obviously, along the way, you know, it's ideal to look for potential um, points that we can trim some out. I would be looking at the, I'll probably say, if this is the 1.1, at 153.26, this is a good level, but we're also looking at 114, okay, at 153.50. So don't forget that Euro Yen and GBP, GBY also are moving, okay, and Euro in particular rose despite there is a political crisis in France following the resignation of new prime minister. So, what are the conditional scenarios here that I'm looking to? Trade bullish continuation is my base case. Okay, so if we hold above 151.60, okay, I am looking for an expansion up to around the 154.80. Okay, in the medium term. The bearish case, it's less probable. There is a intervention from the Bank of Japan, which I think is too early, to be honest, above the 152, 153 area. So we're not going to go as high. Okay. And the an immediate government shutdown resolutions perhaps also causes the dollar to reverse. Okay. So if we hear any good news from coming out the US, that might also help the USDJPY to pull back. But as long as we remain above 150, and this is further down the line, okay, quiet, I would say, then again, it would be the catalyst at the time that will tell us where could we perhaps go. So the key events that I'm looking, of course, is tonight's FOMC. On Thursday, we'll have UEDA speech. We'll be looking for any hints at intervention, but I don't think that's going to be a likely possibility. And we have the October 30 meeting from BOJ just a day or two after the FOMC, with the odds of actually the BOJ hiking now just at like 20%. So just to wrap it up, long bias above 150, 115. I would be looking for buying the pullbacks and putting stops below the 150.50 level, also below 151. Cross pair opportunities also, Euro Yen and GBP Yen are I wouldn't say equally compelling, but GBP JPY perhaps even more, because Euro JPY is at a record highs, and we'll be looking for the laggard to follow. And yeah, that's your USD JPY update from Thinkmarkets. October is proving the fundamentals drive technicals. So policy divergence is clear. The path of least resistance is obvious. So trade the trend, respect the levels, and remember, in carry trades, time is on your side. Catch you next time.